Hello again, my fellow Air Raider rolling friends. Did you know that recently the Air Raider shared on his MySpace page that he actually knows how to sprint, but he's having a difficult time letting go of his heritage of rolling back in the good old days when people used to roll? He said he's not upset with anybody that chooses to sprint, but he just wants to remember where he came from. So you know what? Good on that man. We're going to continue sharing the new weapons from the DLC Pack 1, and this time it's Air Raider's turn. So, Air Raider received quite a bit of items, actually. I guess it makes sense because he does have a lot of sections in his weapons list. Let's go ahead and get started. In the first column, he received a new a B series of the grenades, or the artillery, if you want to call them that. It's not too much different from the previous one, the B9. It's the B10, level 100. It does 110,000 damage, and it has a 70-meter blast, and it's probably around 600 points to call in. I don't have the exact number on the points, but it's around there. And that's versus the B9, which is 92,000. So not too much more. 92,000 compared to 110,000. And then this is also 60 meters compared to the best one, which is 70 meters. So 10 more meters. And this one is only 584 points. The B9 is. This one could possibly be that, but I don't have the exact numbers, but it's somewhere around there. So I'm assuming it could possibly be the same exact points. So I always like these, honestly, because of just how cheap they are. So it's kind of like a fun weapon to just spam. So I do like this, but unfortunately it does take a while to call in these artilleries, so have to keep that in mind. Nothing in this column, which is too bad, but I kind of understand. I mean, this column is very, very strong that you can reload. So, but there is a new bombing plan that is under this section. This one is 102 bombing. It does 1.2 million damage, and it's got a 50-meter spread, or a 50-meter wide. It's just one line of 50 meters. It does like 200 little missiles, which I'll show you here in the thing. It costs roughly about 1,900 points. I don't have the exact number, but it's around there. And the only thing I can really compare it to, I guess, is the Phobos. I think it's called the Phobos or something like that. The bombing run, which this thing does 660,000, so it does half the damage. But it does a different pattern. It's like a V pattern instead of a single line. And it does it's 1,153 points, so it's cheaper to call this thing in. But I mean, it just really depends on what you need. This is a straight line, this is like a V pattern. So what I'll do is I will take both of these just to show them side by side. And then let's go ahead and get started on this to show these. I'm going to take this mission. I'm going to play on hard because I want to be on the roof so you can see better the bombing plan as it comes in. But definitely cool. It's definitely a different bombing plan. It's not anything we've seen before. However, here's the B10, which I'll throw it right here in front of us. It's just the same as the B series. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe I got that a little too close, but we'll be alright. But it's just, takes a little bit while to call in, unfortunately, but it's very cheap, and that's something to keep in mind. If you can use, if it can be useful to use, I think, in certain circumstances, if you have enough time to call in a bombing plan, and something very cheap. So let's go ahead and restart so I can stay on the roof. So nothing too special about that, just more damage and a little bit more meter blast. All right, then here's the new one. This is the one that we just got. It's very long. It's got 200 shots, but they're little tiny grenades, little tiny things. But it's so much damage, 1.2 million damage. It is kind of long though, so sometimes it's better to have a more clustered up bombing plan because you hit more enemies. But as you can see, it's just a bunch of little missiles there. So pretty cool, very strong. And that's compared to this one, which is more of like a V pattern, which I think is a little bit more useful because, I don't know, it depends on what mission you're playing, but this is the one that's already in the game. But this one's very useful because it's so cheap. It's 1,100 points compared to the other one. And it calls in pretty quickly, actually, too, as you can see. So I still think the level 88 is going to be the best one, but, this one could possibly have a purpose to it. So, pretty cool. I like it. And it is nice that it hits a bunch of little missiles, so I think it may hit more targets. It may be easier to hit more targets, maybe where it be aerial targets or, you know, small enemies. So that could be cool. It does take a little bit longer to call in, though, unfortunately. But yeah, those are those two. Let's go back into the next thing. Now, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Now the next one is the UA missiles, which we've had those in the past. They're 45 missiles. It's like the Ionic in the past games. So it's called the UA-45XE. Now, looking at the stats, comparing the 106 UA-45XE compared to the level 80 UA-45, the stats are exactly the same. The damage is the same, the meters is the same, the accuracy is the same, the reload time is the same, the range, 45 missiles, 4x zoom, all the same. Now when you read the description, it says it calls in faster. It calls the missiles in faster than the UA-45. So let's go ahead and take both of these. And I think that's all I'm going to show on this one here. Now, for my testing, it doesn't do that. And I don't understand if there's a glitch or something, but I timed it multiple times. They both take 7 seconds before the missile hits, and they both last 30 seconds exactly. So you tell me if you notice a difference. Here's the old one. So let's call it in here. So about 7 seconds right here is when it starts hitting, and it hits about boom, 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 boom. So that speed right there. By the way, sorry Charlie, I hit your tank. And now here's the other one. Call it in right here. And about right now it should be 7 seconds. Boom, 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 boom. Same timing, same speed, same missile, same damage. I don't know what happened. I actually tweeted at them and see if they'll respond or something, or just be aware of this, because it does exactly the same thing. So that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping it'd be more damage or it'd be faster, but it's exactly the same, and I timed it multiple times. So a little disappointing. So we'll see if they actually patch it or fix it or what. But anyway, let's go back here. Next thing we're gonna do is, let's see, what's next? Next is no Olympic guns, no satellite blasters, sprite balls. He got a new Zex launcher. Now this is pretty cool. This Zex launcher is fast shooting, so it does a total of 217,440 damage, a 13.6 meter range, and a 600 meter search range, and 29.4 second reload. So that's versus the slow one, which does 163,000. So what is that, about 60,000 more damage total. Same range, same blast, same reload time. Or not, actually, sorry, the blast is bigger on the lower level one. The blast is actually 17 meters compared to 13.6. However, this one shoots slow and has 40 shots total. This one shoots fast and does 120 shots total, so it shoots 3 times as fast, pretty much. So let's take these and we'll test them side by side to show them. And let's see, anything else I want to bring? No, I can't bring anything else. Actually, no, I can bring a depth crawler. Well, you know, I'll do that different mission. Alright, let's go ahead and do an underground mission here. Doesn't matter what difficulty. Alright, I'll lay the old ones first. I only have 3, but you get 4 eventually. Let's see. Problem is I don't know which one's which. Well, I guess we'll find out. Is there a different color? No, it's the same color. Okay, let's lay these down. I think these are the slow ones, if I had to guess. Yeah, these are the slow ones. This is how fast the slow ones shoot. It's about 1 every second, seems like. Let me reload these now. And here's the fast ones. Throw these down here in the pit. Less damage, but they're like machine guns almost. So pretty cool. I actually like this. It's a cool idea. So that's kind of a cool idea. I like it. And it does more damage total overall as well. So pretty nice, especially for underground. It'd be kind of fun, I think. But yeah, those are the fast shooting Zex launchers. So pretty nice. Let's go back. Alright, now he's got a bunch of vehicles, so now we're on to vehicles. So this is where it's going to take a little bit more time, I guess, because I'm only going to do one vehicle at a time. Let's start with the Titan. He got a new Titan. It's the same points to call in. It's level 102. Let's see. As far as the hit points of the tank, it has 120,000 health versus 110,400 for the other one, so not much more health. The machine gun does 250 damage versus 230 damage, so not much difference in the machine gun. However, it has new weapons on the side, so let's go ahead and take that out. The best mission to do this is this mission here, somewhere. 30-something, 38 I think. Yeah. So, I actually haven't tested these side guns because I just haven't got to it, honestly. But I was seeing if they compared to anything else, and they didn't seem like they did. So let's find out together what this thing does. And the main cannon does a little bit more damage as well. I think it's... We'll check when I get back, but I think it's like 17,000 or 18,000 versus like 15 or 1,000. It's not too much difference. So we should be able to get the Titan in here after the first air raid. But yeah, the Titan's good now because it shoots fast. The main cannon shoots fast now. It doesn't kick as much, so definitely a good vehicle. Or at least a better vehicle. I don't know if it's as useful as some of the other ones. It seems like Vegalta is definitely one of the safest vehicles to use. Alright. Let's see how they fit this big tank in this little box. Some assembly is required. Oh my goodness, how they do that. And remember, this thing's made out of styrofoam, so that's how they do it. As you can see, it's very light. Okay, let's go ahead and get in the cannon here. Same thing, whereas your shot is, your right trigger is your main shot, and then the machine gun in front of you, which I think a lot of times I forget there's a machine gun in front of you, which is pretty strong. But as you can see, the Titan, it shoots pretty fast and straight now, which is good. But now it has new weapons on the side. Let's see what these are. Alright. So we have... Oh, interesting. It has an acid gun. That's cool. Acid machine gun, 3,000 damage, and then it has... I think missiles. Because I can't do them. I can't... Oh, no. Okay, left trigger is... yeah, it shoots those missiles on the side of it. Kind of like a... It's kind of cool. Cluster grenades on the side of you. So it kills things that are next to you. I think the other side is the same. So we'll go back and see what damage that is. Yeah, same thing on the other side. Alright, let's go back and see what damage it does. Alright, so the damage looks like it's pretty good actually. The acid gun does 3,000, has 3,000 shots at 100 damage each, so that's 300,000 for both sides. So 600,000, and then the grenades do 3,000 damage per, and there's 48 of them. It looks like it shoots multiples of 8 or probably 6 or something, so pretty good damage. Seems decent. I like it. Alright, so now on to the next column. He has a new healing vehicle, and it's not too much better, but it's better than the other one. It's 7,351 points, which is the same as all healing vehicles, it seems. This one has 45,000 health compared to 33,000 health. This one heals 50,000 total at 14 per second, or I don't know if it's 14 per second, but it's probably 140 per second. But regardless, it heals at 14 speed versus 40k health at 7 speed, so half the speed. So 10,000 more healing and twice the speed of healing. So let's just go ahead and take it really quick just to see if it looks different. But there's really not too much of these. Alright, here it is. Looks the same as before. Has a nice spacious exterior, or interior rather, where you can have like juice and crackers, and then there's a TV over here. It's a tube TV, but it's still, you know, it's something. Alright, and it's important to note that this thing has a horn. So left bumper is the horn. So you must use the horn at least once when you use these things. But yeah, looks like it's similar, just better stats. Alright, now let's go back and let's look at, ooh, here's something exciting coming up, a new Vegalta. And boy is this a Vegalta. No new helicopters. It's a level 104. It has, let's see, it's 73,051 points to call out. However, versus the 5145 points for most Vigaltas. However, it does make up for that in the damage. It has 2 laser machine guns that penetrate through targets, and each gun does 1.2 million. So that's a 2.4 million total damage. And it's only 75 meter range though, so it's like a flamethrower almost range. And it does in 300 round bursts. But that is ridiculous damage. And then it has 2 laser railgun shots that penetrate through targets, has no infinite range, has 8 shots, and they're both 17,500 damage each. So it has a total of 2.68 million damage overall of all the weapons on this Vigalta, versus the best one, next best one is level 83, which does a little bit over 1 million. So 2.6 times more damage than all their vehicles. So that's why it costs more, 7,300 versus 5,100. But let's go ahead and show this thing off, because this is pretty cool. This is definitely an interesting vehicle. Alright, here it is. It looks kind of like the NPC's Vigalta actually, so that's kind of cool. It's got the shields on its arms. It's a slow one, unfortunately, so it's not like, you know, a fast jump or anything. It's like the really heavy artillery one that shoots like the Stampedes. But it shoots in 300 round bursts. Reminds me kind of of the EMC tank, where you pull the trigger, just tap the trigger once, and it'll shoot 300 rounds, and then it'll stop. And it does penetrate 2 targets. But like I said, this thing does total 1.2 million overall, so you can kind of rotate them back and forth, so you always have them going. But that's kind of cool. And then it has a railgun shot, which penetrates 2 targets and has unlimited range. So let me shoot that. It's kind of like, reminds me of the alien weapons, honestly. Pretty crazy. So I think this is definitely going to be a good weapon. Very strong. So I think anything that laser touches is going to just kill. Let's go ahead and maybe fight a few ants or spiders. It only has 78,000 health though, to be fair. Like the best one has 106,000. The only negative I would say of this thing is the health and the speed. Because speed is nice, definitely for Vigaltas. But because especially with the low health, if you get to get close with these lasers, it can be a little bit dangerous with your health. I mean, it's not the terrible health by any means. It's just you know, a little bit lower than the other ones. But yeah, very, very strong. Very cool. So yeah, I mean, we were wanting a laser Vigalta and we got one, so pretty cool. I'm glad they changed the weapons up. Alright, let's go back. Now we have the last thing, which is the depth crawler. They gave us a new depth crawler. Unfortunately, it's not that exciting. At least, I haven't called it yet, so we'll see. Maybe it's exciting. But the only thing, the difference is the same points to call it in, 2,940 points to call in, same as all the other ones. It has 20,000 health though, compared to 15,000 on the previous best one. And the machine gun does 280 versus 250, so only 30 more damage per shot, and the missiles do 280 versus 250, 4 meters, they're all the same. So just a little bit more damage. But let's see if it actually looks different or does anything different, but I'm pretty sure, unless it's like super fast, which would be cool. Let's call it here because it's easy to get it out here. Alright, here it is. Let's see if it does anything special. Oh yeah, okay, I'm happy now. It's fast, it's super fast. Yeah, that's faster than any other Vigalta, so that is super cool. I'm really excited about that. The jumping still is slow, unfortunately. I wish you could just keep hopping like the Vigalta, but it's kind of like a stun animation when you land. But yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy about this. This could be good above ground now too, because of the fact that it's so cheap to call in. You know, 2,900 points only, and then it has decent damage, and then decent health too. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. I was wondering if it did something different, like the speed. As you can see, this thing shoots forever, which is nice. It feels pretty fast. It's crazy. 'Cause that's the negative of these things. Like, it's a little bit hard to be survivable, but you know, with the speed, you actually can dodge the enemies pretty well. It's unfortunate that it's a little jumpy when you do walk with it, but it's not terrible. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. So that's exciting. But yeah, that's all the vehicles. That's all the items. Let's see. Let's overview here really quick. Let's see. Overall, I think he didn't get broken. I don't think he got broken by any of his items. The B100 or B10 is pretty nice. The spawning plan can be useful, but it's not broken. The missiles, I hope they patch it and fix it, but otherwise they're just no better than anything else. Zex launchers are cool. They're not broken, but I think they could be useful, having a quick shooting Zex launcher. What else? And then the vehicles. I think the Vigalta's pretty strong, but I don't think it's like broken by any means. The healing vehicle's nice. The Titan might actually be useful, and the Deathcrawler is pretty cool. So yeah, overall, I think it's pretty good. Pretty good job they did. And if they fix the missiles, I'll be really happy. But because I really like the missiles, honestly, because just, you know, now that I've learned how to use them, I feel like it's a lot better, a lot more useful for me to use them. But yeah, once again, thanks a lot for watching, and I'm going to do Fencer next, so hope you stay tuned for that. So once again, thanks.